this is all the shopping that I got from Carrefour, and of course I've also added some of the things that I was given when I visited my mom from home. I came back just yesterday, and these are some of the things I carried from home. So she gave me dry maize, like I think this is about 3 kgs of dry maize, and then she gave me this pumpkin from her farm. And then the other thing I got was this, they call it tama. I'll just insert the English name here. I don't know if it's millet or sorghum, but I'll insert the English name so that you can get a clear understanding of what it is. So you mix this with the maize to get ugali flour, and it's very, very healthy, especially this year since we are looking to really eat healthy in this house. I also got some rice. If you're from the Ahero area, Katito, Game, you know that we do a lot of rice farming. So this is from the shamba, and we took it to the posho mill, and this is what you get afterwards. So these are some of the things that I got from my mom that will actually really boost me this January, even as I plan my shopping. So that's why I didn't buy so many things, and I only concentrated on the things that were very essential and that I was missing in the house. So back to the shopping that I got from Carrefour. I was very happy to get this is fresh fry, 5 liters. And guys, I'm coming to you from the floor of my house, so bear with me. I got fresh fry, that's 5 liters of oil. It was going for $10.99, which was a good bargain for me. It was on offer. I also got this soft leaf tissue. So it was going for $329. It was also on offer for a 10-pack. So I just made sure to get 2 of these, because when you get an offer, a tissue offer, because usually you'll get that the 10-pack goes for around 500 and something. So when you get an offer like this, I usually don't pass or just miss it out. I usually make sure I get like 20 rolls to last me for a couple of months. Yep, there's the oil. I think we'll do some unboxing with you. Let me just go to the milk. This is Mount Kenya long life milk. I bought a box. A box has a dozen, so that's that. The other thing I got that I usually don't miss from my shopping when I do Carrefour delivery is the bread. It was actually on offer. It usually goes for around 200 shillings. So this time round, 9 pieces of the hot cross choco buns, they have chocolate chips in them, was going for 159. So I got 1 pack. I bought 1 kg of sugar because I still have sugar from last month. I bought fish masala. I love Simbambili spices. I hope you can see that clearly. I love Simbambili spices because the bottle itself is usually full, like to the top. There's no space left at the top, so it really goes a long way for me. And their spices are usually really, really nice, so I love this. I also added all-purpose flour from Ajab, 2 kgs, since I have like another 2 kgs left from last month. I love masala chai and I love tea, so I usually use this brand from Melvin's. I got the small one because I still have some left. Then it being the Christmas season, I ran out of rice. Remember I told you that I got rice from my mom, but I usually love the CIL rice, so I just added 2 kgs for a different dish. The rice that I got from home is used specifically for like if you want rice for stew or rice for cereals like ndengu and beans, you can use the one I got from home because it doesn't usually separate easily. So when it cooks more like sticky or ugali rice. But CIL rice, you can cook it and you'll get one. If you know what I mean. You'll get like the grains of rice separating. So yeah, I added 2 kgs of that because I'd ran out. Then of course I had to get yogurt. I got 1 liter and I usually love Brookside, so I'll use this with the granola that I made. I just want to finish that granola before January ends. So yeah, this I bought it 1 liter. The other thing that usually doesn't miss from my house is maziwa mala. So I bought also again from Brookside. I bought 2 of them because I'd run out. I remember the last time I'd bought like 5 bottles, but this time around I bought 1 liter, 2 of them. So I have 2 liters of mala. So far, this is how it's looking like. Let's get a clear view. So everything on the left hand side are things I got from mom when I was at home, and then the things on the right are the cereals I got from home, and then on my left hand side are the things I ordered from Carrefour. And I still have like a bag left. I think this has soap because I bought washing powder. Let's see what's inside. Yeah, I ran out of cling film, so I bought this, the Hanan brand. And then yeah, I also bought Cortex. Let's put this aside. This time round I decided to go with, I usually use Sunlight, the Sunlight lavender washing powder, but this time I decided to try out Toss and see if it's good enough for just washing clothes. So I got a small one, 500, I think it's 500 grams if I'm not wrong. Let's see. Yeah, 500 grams because I still have some Sunlight left. So together with this, it will take me throughout the month. And of course, the last thing I bought was the kitchen towels. Last month I bought 2 of these, so I still have 1 left, so I thought why not just add 1. It will take me throughout the month of January. So these are just the toiletries that I got. Yeah, so this is all the shopping that I got for the month of January. Of course, I'll do a market run just to go get fresh groceries. And this month, planning to do more of cereals. When I say cereals, I mean things like lentils, beans, green grams or mung beans, njahe, black beans. So I'll lean more onto a vegetarian diet and do lots of greens, lots of juices, and just try and cut out the chicken and the meat because we had a lot of that during the Christmas holidays and the New Year celebrations. So yeah, this is all that I bought. My shopping cost me around 4,693. So the goal was not to go past 5,000, and I'm happy that I actually stuck to my budget and I got only the things that I needed and I didn't go overboard, and I also didn't buy things that are not necessary, especially because one of the New Year resolutions I had made is that I would be sticking to my budget, especially when I put down a list of things that are required. I won't be adding extra things that I don't really need. So the things that are here are things that I need, things that will ensure that I eat and I'm comfortable when it comes to preparing any meal during this January season. So I hope you find this helpful. I'll go ahead and pack all these things. And yeah, when I go to the posho mill to have the maize and the millet turned into flour, I'll make sure to tag you along so that you can see the process. Thank you. Bye. So for dinner tonight, we are going to make githeri. Githeri is just a mixture of corn. I know most people call it corn, but here in Kenya, we refer to it as maize. So it's just a mixture of maize and beans. Let me show you how it looks like. So this is what it looks like. So I had it frozen out from the fridge a few minutes ago. So that is one of the things I'll be using. It's the main dish actually. And I know you're probably wondering what we have in the lunch boxes that we have here. So this pink lunch box has red bell pepper. So what I usually do when I buy bell pepper, I usually cut it, wash it well, then just make sure that I freeze it so that it stays longer. So this is red bell pepper. I'll show you once I open the dish. This here is, I know it's not ice cream, this here is coriander. So I also bought coriander a few weeks ago from the market and I froze it. Then here I have yellow pepper, yellow capsicum. So I also froze it. I'll just open all of them and show you. And then here I have green bell pepper or green capsicum. Yeah, so I usually freeze mine so that they can last longer because I don't have time sometimes to go to the market every now and then. Then here, I haven't gotten time to go to the market of late. So these are some of the ingredients I'll be using. So I have 2 carrots. I'll use both of them. Then I'll use 1 tomato. And I really love onions in my food. So I'll be using 2 red onions for this particular dish. So as promised, this is the frozen coriander or dania. So I usually buy lots of it and I freeze it just in this container. Then here we have the red bell peppers. You see how frozen they are? Yeah, so that's the red bell pepper, and I have a little left because this dish was actually full of frozen bell peppers. Then here I also have the yellow bell pepper. It was also full of just the frozen yellow bell peppers. So this is what I have left. Then I have green bell peppers or green hoho. So this is what I have left. It's quite it's a lot. So this is I'll be using each of these when making the githeri, and I don't want to make a githeri with lots of soup in it, so I'll just make it a bit dry or like a wet fry githeri if there's anything like that to go with a wet fry githeri. So these are the ingredients that I'll be using, and of course I'll use some beef cubes, and I'll also use salt. I think those are the only things I would like to use for this particular dish, and I've like just a little bit of Royco and choosy mix. Yeah, so that's what I'll be using for our dish today. I've not yet gone to the market, as I mentioned earlier, so I don't have garlic. I only have ginger. So I'm thinking, let me just keep everything simple, because I was not at home, so I didn't have time to like buy all the things I usually use when cooking githeri. So I'll keep it very simple with the ingredients that I have right now. Yesterday we also had rice and mung beans, so I have a little bit of rice left over, so we'll just eat our githeri and a little bit of rice on the side. The only thing that's missing is avocado, and you guys know how that usually slaps. Guys, I'm very curious, how do you usually store your bell peppers or capsicum and coriander so that it lasts longer, especially when you don't have time to make market runs for fresh coriander and fresh capsicum? Please let me know in the comment section, and maybe I can take a tip or two from you guys. So as you can see, I've just divided the ingredients that I need. So the yellow capsicum is here. The red capsicum is here, the green capsicum, as well as our coriander. So this will be enough for the githeri that I want to make today. I'll go ahead and just chop the other ingredients and also share with you the spices that I'll be using. I forgot to mention paprika. I think I'll add paprika as well. So let's do this, guys. Let's make githeri with the ingredients we have at hand. Also share with me, how do you usually make your githeri, because I know some people add potatoes, other people add peas, other people add cabbage. There are people who even add beef into their githeri. So I would really want to know, whichever part of Kenya you're coming from, please let me know how you usually make your githeri, and maybe we can learn together. So I've just cleaned the tomato, onions, and carrots. I always make sure that after peeling everything, I wash before and after peeling, so that everything is clean, especially because it's food that we are eating. Yeah, so let me just sharpen my knife. Yep, nice and sharp, ready to cut through the onions. I'll just wipe this so that we ensure that it's clean. We start with this one, so that I'll have to do the onions last because I don't want to be crying in this video. Guys, please let me know which part of cooking or which part of the process of cooking you dislike most. For me, it has to be preparing ingredients. I hate cutting up onions, tomatoes, carrots. If only I could have maybe someone assisting me with this part of the cooking process, then I would be good to go. But either way, this is what we have now, and this is what we'll make do with what we have. So I've chopped the onions. As I said, I'm using 2 red onions because I really love when my food has a lot of onions. So really I'm not going in with a specific shape or a specific size, just as long as the onions are nice and thinly sliced. Those are my ingredients for today. I have the onions, the tomatoes, and carrots. For spices, we'll be going in with paprika. Don't mind the label here. I know it says oregano, but this is curry powder. And then I'll be using the Royco red beef cubes, salt, and of course cooking oil. I've just added my tomatoes. At this stage, I'll add paprika. So that just do the measurements according to your liking, but not too much. This is the curry powder, about half a teaspoon. Add a bit, just a bit, like 1 teaspoon. Then we'll add salt, just a little bit of salt, like half a teaspoon, like just a little bit of salt, like half a teaspoon. Because again, remember we are using the Royco red cubes, so they usually have salt. So I don't want this to be too salty. So just allow the tomatoes to cook. Look at that. The paprika has already given it such a rich red color. So let's allow it to cook. And I'll be using 2 Royco cubes. I've also added just a little bit of water to allow for the spices to cook through and to cook well. Let's see. That's the first cube. Here we have the second cube. You can see my sink is already full of dirty dishes, so I'll just do these dishes very quickly so that you can leave everything clean and tidy. I'll be using Morning Fresh.